everyone. Happy Easter to those who celebrate. To remain consistent, like I said, you guys, I'm going to be posting the week ahead for what's happening in our course every Sunday night at 8 p.m. as long as we are doing this online learning together. And this by no means, means that you need to get working on this weekend or tomorrow if you celebrate Easter, but it just gives you a little bit of time to review what we're doing and kind of set yourselves up for success for the week ahead. I hope you guys all had a good week last week and you are staying strong and, using your time at home to chat with friends on your, social media, as well as just resting and spending time with your families. So this week ahead, we're finishing our entire first unit with our culminating project. So we actually haven't finished the first unit yet. But like I said to you guys yesterday, I'm not going to be doing a unit test for this unit. Again, it just makes no sense given the situation. So instead, we're going to put our focus in on this final assignment. This assignment is lots of fun. It's definitely more fun done in the classroom, but we're going to make it work. And this is all we are going to be focusing on this week. So when you open up this document for our class schedule and our week ahead, you'll notice that tomorrow on Monday, it's a holiday, so there's nothing scheduled. And on Tuesday, I have posted the actual project. So you will see this information in Google Classroom now if you want to get a jump start on it this weekend, but it's not required. And you can get started on it on Tuesday and be perfectly fine, okay? So this project is called the International Business Trade Show Project. Now, obviously, we aren't going to be doing a trade show because we would have to be, with each other for that. But we're going to do kind of like a mock virtual trade show, if you will. So I'm going to open this document up and we'll go through it together now so you can get a feel for what is expected of you for this assignment. So this is an individual assignment, obviously, and it's all to be done remotely. So obviously, we're going to be doing this from home. All right. My computer is just slowly loading this up. But the idea here is that you are going to be selecting a country of your choice. The country cannot be Canada and the country cannot be the United States. There is also going to be a sign-up sheet posted. That will be first come, first serve. And there can be no duplicates. So 2 students within a class cannot choose the same country. So if you're really eager and you know exactly what country you want to select, I would strongly recommend you get in on that sign-up sheet right away. And you do that, you sign that up, okay? So for example, here's our actual document. So you're gonna choose a country. You're gonna go into this attached sign-up sheet, but this is also located in the Google Classroom post, so you can just click on that document directly. And it's an editable document, so you can go into the document and put your name in, and the rest of the class will actually see that. Make sure that if you're one of the students that are signing up for a country later than other students, that you're double checking that that country has not already been selected, okay? So again, it's kind of one of those things, first come, first serve isn't always the most fair, but it is what it is. Okay, so you're gonna sign up your country here, easy peasy. Once you've done that, then you can get working on the actual document, okay? So basically, the premise behind this assignment is that you are an international advocate and your job is to tell me about this fabulous country and why you think that I should engage in business trade with this country or just travel to this country in general. Like, what is it about this country that makes it so worthy of business as well as, engaging in travel and as well. So how we're going to put this project together is kind of up to you. It's going to be a virtual project, if you will. So it's a display of some sort that you're going to be doing from your computer. So a couple different ways that you can do that includes you could, if you have materials at home, for example, you could create a Bristol board display of the information if you really wanted to, but we have specified in this document that you are not allowed to go out shopping for materials. So this has to be done following the rules of social distance. So we don't want you going to your local Walmart and buying supplies to put this project together, if that's the case. If you have materials at home, a great arts and crafts corner already complete, then that's great and go for it, but please do not go out to the store to buy materials. If you're like me and you don't have the materials at home and you do need to stay in the house and not go to the store for the materials, what you could do instead is put together a Google slideshow presentation that is a visual sort of informational display of your country. Okay, so I figure a lot of you guys will be doing this, but what I ask is that you make it multidimensional. So you think about images, music, maybe even videos that highlight the different aspects of the country that I'm asking you to cover. Okay, so my computer has, there it goes, decided to really be slow. What I'm kind of referring to in this case, so as you can see, this is sort of reiterated here. Do not go out into public and get physical materials for this assignment, okay? So the requirements, you are going to design a colorful and informative display of this particular country. And like I said, this can be done using, visual materials at home that you already have, and you would take pictures of this to submit. You could create a video if you wanted to, if you were really into videography. You could create like a newsreel if you wanted to. That would be really creative. Or you could do a Google slideshow. Okay, so what you'll be doing is filling in this display with items, pictures, and information that represent the topics that I've asked you to cover. Items don't need to originate from your chosen country, but they should illustrate aspects of your chosen country. And basically what you want to do is think about, like, how are you going to make this stand out? I don't want this to just be like a Google slideshow with a bunch of copy pasted pictures in it. That's really, really easy. You've got to think about, well, how am I going to make this really attractive? How am I going to make this multidimensional? It's a final project. So you want to think about how, are you going to include video? Are you going to include videos of yourself talking about it? Are you going to include cultural music or images of different cultural aspects? Really think about jazzing it up with audio-visual elements as well, okay? And then you also are required to complete the attached table that has also been posted to Google Classroom. It is a document you've each received, so all you have to do is go into the document and compile all of your answers and submit that. And you're going to take that information from that document and use that as inspiration for your visual, okay? So long and short, there's going to be 2 submissions for this assignment. Your display, which is your slideshow of, or your physical display that you've compiled together. And then this research table. So I'm just going to open this up for you for now. This is also, like I said, been posted in Google Classroom, and you've each received a copy of this document. So you can go right into the document and fill it in and then submit it when you're done. Okay, so again, it's opening up really slowly, but it's here for you and you get the idea. So basically, it's just a bunch of questions that you have to fill in about different aspects and topics of your specific country. So for example, the very first one is basic facts. So where is it located? What's the capital city? What are the predominant religions and languages, as well as the type of government system? And you'll put all of that information in this section here, and you can put a lot of information in, that would be great. And then I want you to think about what are the visual elements that actually reinforces that. So for example, if you're talking about the location, you might want to consider including a map of your particular country, but also how it relates to where it is located in the world, okay? So you're going to fill in this entire document, and then at the very end of this document, the last part of the table is asking for the citations. So just make note as you're going through and doing your research, actually complete the citations as you go, because I will be asking for you to ensure that you are including the citations in this document. When you're done, you're going to submit that document, okay? Back on the actual project, different things that you can consider covering on your physical display are highlighted here. And I have included some different websites that you could use as sources for your research. Your rubric is here, and that is pretty much it. Okay. So the idea here, and I want to talk a little bit about marking at this point. Some students have been asking questions. We are definitely marking your work, and your mark can absolutely increase from here moving forward. We don't know how long we're going to be working remotely like this from home. Right now, we are here until May, but there's speculation that we'll be doing this longer and that we will be completing final reports for you guys this way. So you do want to think about your work. If you're having any issues though, or you're feeling overwhelmed, you really should just send me a message. I'm not going to hold that against you right now. We can work on things together to ensure your success during this semester. So again, I just really wanted to reiterate that at this time. Don't just not do the work. We can figure something out for you if that needs be. So just again, email me anytime, okay? So that's all we have to think about today, or for this week, I should say. Just this project. It's more than enough work for you. And so you'll be spending the entire week working on this. And then the project is actually due next Tuesday at 11:59 p.m. So I'm giving you a full week to work through it. So don't rush it. Take your time, balance it out with your other courses, and email me if you guys have any questions at all. Okay? That's it. I hope you guys are doing well. Have a good weekend, and I will see you online.